We are now live. So, welcome back, everybody. This is Insights and Straight Talk. I'm here with Kicki Palin. Am I pronouncing that right all the way around, Kicki?
Well, in Sweden, you would probably say Palin or Palin, but
Ooh,
whatever is fine with me.
Kicki Palin. I love that.
Yeah.
So she's an author, has a couple of grown sons. We are just talking about some of the background that has developed her life, and she's got very creative, a storyteller, a book writer, children's books, a painter, um, multiple master's degrees, and this thing that I think we ought to talk about, me and you, is the vibe. Is that how how you well, your son's got you to write the children's book, but the vibe was to change the world to be a better place. How do you describe that?
Well, that was a project that started about 3 years ago, I think. And the main thing is that I wanted something that was really hands-on. And a business partner and I decided to start well, it was supposed to be just a t-shirt company, but it developed a little bit, and it's called My T Vibe, or My T Vibe Stockholm, actually, Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. Um, but then, things changed. Things changed in both our lives, and I realized that the main thing was the message,
Yeah.
and the message is changing the vibe on the planet. And we had messages on T-shirts, that were supposedly something that we wanted to talk about. Why do you
Oh,
have
really?
trust the vibe, keeping the vibe high? Uh, you know, uh, there were messages like that. Even Einstein's quote, which is the vibe. And by
Wait,
starting
wait,
that
wait.
discussion,
Back up a second.
yeah,
Einstein's quote was the vibe.
yes, everything
Explain
is
that.
about
That's
energy.
you can't just jump over that. That's an interesting factoid.
Yeah, no, but because everything is energy. So what do we
Yeah,
do with our energy?
I
How do we
saw that in the
interact
write
with
up.
people? Yeah, and how can we change? Well, of course, we need to change ourselves first, and I think most of us try to do that on a daily basis. But things happen, and some days are better than others, but we
That's
keep on
true.
trying, and I think that that's what it is. Small steps, but still having this kind of conversations, Rod. Like talking about how can we actually change it. Well, we can change
Yeah,
it by going back to our own lives, reflect on decisions perhaps we take, and reflect on how we interact with people. Try not always try to improve ourselves, but try to reflect and try to see if there's anything I can do to can contribute to actually changing that vibe on the planet, because we can all do something, and the conversation, I think, needs to start.
and you told me actually how we got started talking is we were talking about the similarities of the middle class across the world, at least across free nations, right? The middle class there's getting pretty beat up, and that's kind of what got us back in the same in the same vibe, right? Because we're talking about the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's more similar than we want to admit, because we're always looking at other countries, kind of sometimes even pointing fingers. But when we really come down to it,
Oh, I lost you for a second. Hold on, Kiki. Kiki, are you there? Your mic is off. I think we lost you there. All right, I'm going to call you back. I don't know if you can hear me, but that was a good test. Let's run another test. I'll make a new one. So let's go ahead and remove her.